What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN, USD. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, my friends, and let's get into it. It is the 8th day of July, and here we are at about 1.35 cents just below there. 21 hours left in the day. Looking like we're on our way down. Probably going to see lower prices. I mean, here, if we're looking at this from a relative low to high, we have gotten out of our golden ratio zone. And there's no rule that says we have to hit this blue line or this green line, right? To me, it would be weird to find support here. But we could move up from here. There's no rule that says you can't. And any day now, if not today, we should be finding our low. Who knows? That could have been it, but I think that we will go lower. If we're looking at this on the 1 hour time frame here, the stochastics, or sorry, the RSI has rejected the 50. You look kind of bullishly set up. You've got some bullish divergence going on. Maybe you see a slightly lower low, and then with that you get another drive of bullish divergence. Stochastics are crossing back into the oversold zone. MACD is showing bullish divergence as well, but the thing is you could move lower and still maintain that bullish divergence on the MACD. So lower prices are something that I'm not afraid to expect. I suppose it's exactly what I'm expecting, is that we would go a little bit lower. Nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy, right? Just a little bit lower. Oh, man. I have not gotten good sleep over the past couple days, guys. 1.3, but that's why I'm drinking caffeine this late at night. If anybody's noticed a little pep in my step in the last couple videos, it's because I am sipping on some, well, it's not coffee, it's just really heavily caffeinated tea. 1.4 cents. 59 minutes left in this 4 hour candle, and it does look a little bit bearish here. From a relative low to a relative high, golden ratio 1272, probably down to the 1886200, which is at about 1.32 to 1.3 cents, somewhere in that area. We take a relative low here to relative high there. It's also right there with our 786, 886, 786, 886 area right there. Something between 1.28 to 1.32 cents. We're at 1.35 cents right now, so a little bit lower makes sense to me. 4 hour RSI keeps rejecting the 60. Overall, definitely bearish. I mean, lower is the expectation. Stochastics are bearish. MACD is bearish. Oh, and on the 1 hour time frame too. No. Okay, never mind. For some reason, I thought we were rejecting the zero line, but I guess not. Daily time frame here. Stochastics have just gotten oversold. Bearish. RSI. I mean, it's not bad overall, but momentarily bearish. We're kind of in an area to expect to find support, which is, again, the reason why I don't think that we're going to go too much lower, right? The daily MACD, while crossed down right now, you're also very close to this zero line. Whenever you cross above there, maybe over the next week or so, or even over the coming days, you should see some massive recovery coming your way, and I do expect that we will see some higher prices. OnyxCoin, I was asking Grok to list every coin that's listed on eToro, and I think part of eToro is 120 crypto assets, so I think there's 120 of them. eToro, my friends, has listed OnyxCoin, which is pretty cool. It's not like the biggest deal, right? eToro is not the name that a lot of people think of whenever it comes to crypto, but there's a lot of traditionally minded people with stocks and stuff that do trade on there, and having this as available on eToro, I mean, that's like the most legitimate institution, I think, that we're available to trade on, OnyxCoin, right? So that's pretty cool. I think that's interesting. You might see some selling pressure because of it. A lot of people are bullish on exchange listings, and I think that that's okay. You know, long-term, mid-term, it's probably bullish, but short-term, oftentimes, you know, exchanges, they acquire your asset, your whatever coin it is that they're going to list, and when they list it, they stop acquiring it. They've acquired enough, so there's no more acquisition from an exchange, a large entity. Now they're selling it. Who are they selling it to? To you, the retail. So it's really just a selling event, in my opinion. eToro not being a really big crypto exchange, I'm assuming there won't be too much volume, so it shouldn't apply too much pressure. But just a thought there, right? Sharing my thoughts out loud. What else? There's something else. I think this is pretty cool. You know, getting Goliath mainnet going on and having Onyx points become live. There's something else. What was it? The 40% APR. I don't know how this all works, but that's pretty cool. The Onyx style will propose an additional 40% APR to be given actively staked XCN and Onyx points actively staked in Onyx points in addition to current staking rates. That's awesome, guys. So Onyx points, in case you guys aren't aware of how that works, you know, I'm not fully aware of how it works either, but it's kind of like a social networking thing, right? The more that you network this thing, the more that you complete these like tasks and stuff through Zealy and through other things, you know, the more points that you accrue, and then through those points you will gain an additional 40% APR staked on actively staked in Onyx points. Okay. Maybe that's so maybe you're not getting, if I'm reading this correctly, maybe you're not getting 40% APR extra on Onyx coins, but just Onyx points, which is pretty cool still because that just boosts your rewards, your reward output that you get through the network. So yeah, retroactive airdrops of Onyx points for those staking with the commencement of season 2. Not already staking it, yeah. So it sounds like that 40% APR, if I'm reading it correctly, I'm not 100% sure. Somebody correct me if I'm not, but it sounds like it's not extra Onyx coin. It is Onyx points, but still pretty cool. A lot of updates today, man. A lot of updates today. That's nice. It's kind of 3 big things. I should say 3 all right things. I think the Goliath mainnet thing is a little bit bigger than the other things, but 3 things that are pretty good, pretty interesting, and should help bring some new traffic to OnyxCoin at these low areas, guys, where the supply is so dry. We're moving down every damn day. Well, maybe not every day, but we've been moving down now since June 26th pretty consistently. And every time we move down, we're absent of volume, completely absent of volume, which is actually a good thing, right? $19 million on a $462 million market cap. If you've been following OnyxCoin for however long I've been talking about it, or even on your own time, you know that this is very low volume for OnyxCoin. That's not a bad thing, right? When we're moving down, we're being boring. Low volume kind of makes sense. It's not a big deal. When we move up, though, whenever we pump, that's when we get the volume. And I'm assuming that things like this will help onboard more people and get them going, man. And then also encouraging people to stake, too, with that extra added Onyx points kind of system. The more that we stake, the more the supply is locked up. The more the supply is locked up, the easier it is for the price to move up. Nobody wants to sell. Anytime we're moving down, the selling pressure is just not there. We don't have a lot of volume, but when we move up, there's a lot of volume. So there's definitely interest in taking this thing to the upside, and I would expect that we see that pretty damn soon. Daily RSI at the 40, an area to bounce from, right? We could go a little bit lower with that, but I would expect we find support soon. And then again, when we're looking to cross this 0 line with our oscillators here on the MACD, that should also promote some serious growth as well. Weekly time frame. Come now. Load for me, TradingView. You know you want to. There we go. Just making sure. I'm like, is Bitcoin lagging on me too? Weekly time frame looks absurdly bullish. I think this week right now, it's red. It's a little bit red, 3.6%. 5 days, 21 hours left in the week. I think we're going to close this week green. We should be seeing some upside pretty soon. MACD is getting to areas that we would expect to find support, and I don't think they're actually going to go that low. I think that we'll just curve up and find support just above that 0 there. Stochastics are pointed down, and that's the only one that I really have a problem with. But overall, if you look at it, it's kind of geared upwards, right? You're in a nice upward sloping trend, so I'm not worried about it. I think as time goes on, and especially once this week closes, we're going to be moving up higher. We should be at prices that are at 2 cents to 3 cents any time now, any day now, any week now. And by the end of the month, I'm expecting prices around 5 cents or higher. Going into August, we should be seeing prices that are dramatically higher than that, up at 26 to 32 cents, or even more than that potentially. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.